Well, hi there. It's me, Jordan. And gosh, I am so glad you're here. It's like I always say, Community is more than just near about the best written sitcom on television. And if you're into slow things, tech things, and anti-billionaire things, and this here is a community more than deserving of your Energon pod full of light vapor. Oh, hey, and you know what else? With the Light Phone 3 finally reaching early adopter hands, it certainly begs the question, the age-old question for the ages. Is e-ink finally dead? Now, you might be wondering, what the heck, Slow Tech? It's right there in your name. Slow Tech. So why in the heck am I prognosticating the ultimate demise of the slowest tech out there? For starters, I am a fan of e-ink. Gosh, I just love it. It's readable as all get out, especially in bright sunlight. Because of its inherent limitations, e-ink is a great facilitator of monotasking, which is much better for mental health, and of course, slow living. Yeah. Even e-ink tablets, such as this one, that moonlight as Android tablets, well, they just aren't much good for anything other than reading and maybe a little handwriting. Just your basics. Monotasking style. Yeah. Oh, and e-ink is also great for battery life. Because once an image is on an e-ink screen, well, it doesn't really cost any battery to keep the image on the screen, only to change it. That's why e-ink readers tend to measure battery life in the weeks instead of hours. Yeah, there you go. Except of course, for color e-ink, which really starts chipping away at all those great black and white e-ink advantages. Color tends to have a lower contrast ratio, which is a ding on readability. It requires more technology and processing to display the same image, which is a super ding on battery life. Yeah, just the same. Every time I take a gander at an e-ink display, well, I can't help but marvel. 'Cause e-ink, well, is just flat out neat. So again, why all the death knelling? Well, like I said, the Light Phone 3 is official now. And unlike the Light Phone 2 that preceded it, its new model skips the iconic e-ink for an AMOLED display with a custom matte finish. Oh, and you know what else? I'll be getting one of these for myself in a few weeks, and I sure am excited to share the whole experience with you, from soup to nuts, as they say. So be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss it. Yeah. Of course, there's nothing particularly new or special about an OLED display? Yeah, if you know tech, you already know that most smartphones already use OLED. Since you seem like such a sharp cookie, that's what you are. Yeah, you might even know that each individual pixel in an OLED display is self-lit. It's like they're itty bitty divas going around with their own personal spotlights. Yeah. And what that means is that when it needs to display something black, well, it just turns off the pixels. Hello, darkness. My old friend. That's actually a contributing factor as to how dark mode became so prevalent. If all you have to do is light up individual words on a screen instead of lighting up the whole display, I'll save your battery. And then you have the Light Phone 3's matte overlay, which on one hand diffuses light and improves readability in brighter environments. But on the other hand, at least as I understand it, well, it gives a little texture to make it feel like the outgoing e-ink screen. Yeah, and if you ask me, well, gosh, I sure do wish that matte surfaces were a standard option on every piece of tech out there. Yeah. But here's my main point. It's now easier to use more popular and more cheaper display technology and make it feel like e-ink. Easier that is than it is to make e-ink more like traditional displays. Probably most mainstream of e-ink examples might be the books tablet lineup, all the way from a big old iPad Pro competitor to phone-like devices, minus the phone. It's great to see e-ink being used across so many devices, and hey, options never hurt anybody. But all the extra tech to make the e-ink like an LCD, it's just clunky. Faster refresh rates never seem to be fast enough, and they result in ghosting and image degradation. But you know what? Light Phone isn't the only example of tech companies making traditional displays a little more e-ink-like. Yeah, I mean, sure, Apple has its nano texture OLED displays in the latest iPad Pros, making them even better e-readers in a wider array of environments. But then you got something like Daylight Computer, which doesn't use e-ink or OLED, but instead a custom designed type of reflective LCD. A result is a responsive display with impressive daylight readability. And heck, oh yeah, even the Pebble smartwatch we love so much uses a low power LCD, not e-ink. Yeah. Wild. Now, here's one other detail you might not already know about e-ink. The vast majority of the patents are owned by a single company. That's right, yeah. I might actually start explaining why there seems to be so little innovation in the e-ink world. And because it's such a niche product, it simply doesn't have the production scale of other display tech. So, e-ink, on the whole, is just more expensive. And there you go. Is e-ink really dead? Well, gosh, I sure don't know. Hey, I'm just a fella on YouTube after all, and you're just you. Leastways, I sure do hope you are. But I do know there seems to be a heck of a lot more experimentation and innovation happening with non-e-ink displays, swapping all the inherent compromises of e-ink with all the flexibility of a traditional display. Yeah. And if the Light Phone 3 is, if it's any indication, I sure do think you got a lot to look forward to. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I still love e-ink. I just happen to love seeing innovation just a little more. Yeah. So what do you think? Are you an e-ink diehard? Or are you ready for a new matte texture era? Huh? Let me know in the comments. Yeah. Hey, and until next time, I'm Jordan. Yeah, I sure do hope you're still you. And this has been the Slow Tech. Bye.